Alright, what's up everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer. So, as of late, I've been covering a lot of old Battlefield games. So far, I've done Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield Hardline. And very soon I want to cover the Bad Company games, including Bad Company 1, which I currently have installed on my Xbox. And I have a whole list of games that I have over here that I still haven't covered yet that I want to eventually get to. But Battlefield 1943 is the game that we're going to be talking about today specifically. And this was a game that was released back in 2009. It was a digital-only release, which was the first in Battlefield history. It was released on PlayStation Network and Xbox Live Marketplace for, I think it was $15, which was like the cheapest Battlefield game also. And this was a game that quickly became a cult favorite. A lot of people love this game to death and swear that it's one of the greatest Battlefield games ever made, even better than Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, whatever game you want to talk about in the series. This is like people's favorite game. Unfortunately, though, despite the game still having a lot of players online after how many years was it? I think it was 14 years, right? Because it was 2023 when the servers were shut down. You still had full servers. I think it was 24 player servers in 2023 before EA killed the game and shut it down. It's like, why did they do this when you still had to play? Like, I understand older games that literally have no one online anymore, so that they shut it down because it doesn't make any sense to keep it running. But Battlefield 1943 actually had a lot of people online, and yeah, so we're gonna talk about the game and what what the experience is in 2025. I mean, I think a lot of you know what the answer is when it comes to that. It's, yeah, not very good, to say the least. It's sad. It really is sad. So, yeah, as you know, as I said, the servers were shut down. So what that means is that the game is actually not playable at all in 2025. At least with Bad Company 1, you had the single-player campaign, right? But this has no such mode. There's no offline support. So even though I'm able to connect on the 360, online, like it said, I just signed in and I'm connected to the internet, obviously. But if I click on it and I try to sign in, here's what happens. Here's what you're greeted to. Okay, well, so far it's, okay, yeah, connecting, and oh man, it's worth it to boot this game up just to hear the music again, though. It really is. Holy shit. It's so beautiful. Yep, it just says fail to connect to EA Online, and if you try again, it's not gonna matter. But if you try to create a private match, because there are some games where the servers shut down, but you can do a private match. What happens if we try to do it here? It's gonna be stuck on the connecting screen and keep going and going and going until it'll be the same message. Failed to connect to EA Online. There's no offline mode. There is no way to play this game whatsoever. So if you have achievements that you're missing or whatever, you are shit out of luck. There were rumblings in the past about a team of people, like fans, that are trying to reverse engineer the game to make it playable online again, but no such progress has been made as far as I'm aware. There are people who are trying to, like, recreate the game in Fortnite and calling it a Battlefield 1943 remaster, which is ridiculous. It's completely, like, it's Fortnite with a Battlefield 1943 aesthetic. It's not Battlefield 1943. Like, some kid just designing the maps, like, in Fortnite, whatever the fuck mode it is. That's not even close, bro. I mean, I appreciate the effort, but to say that it's Battlefield 1943. So, that's, like, the only effort I've seen that's actually been made thus far. I think one day this game probably will come back online. That's my suspicion, is that it'll probably take a couple more years, if we're going to be honest. But we had Battlefield 2 Modern Combat is a great example. That game was offline for 12 long years before someone actually got it back online for PlayStation 2. But it doesn't work for the Xbox 360 and original Xbox. You can't play online on any platform except for PS2. So what I think is going to happen, and this is my reasonable prediction that I think is like 90% going to come true is that a couple years from now, someone is going to figure it out. Someone is going to be able to get this game back and running online, but it's only going to work on PlayStation 3 and not Xbox 360. Because the PS3, because it was an open source console, was a lot easier to hack into and program and do a bunch of stuff. Because you notice, like, with a lot of older games coming back online from that era, it's pretty much all PS3 and not any Xbox 360 titles. So, that's what I think is going to happen down the line. Can I even see my stats? I mean, that's a stupid question. Obviously, the servers are offline, but I'm just seeing, like, is there any functionality whatsoever? I'm, like, 90% sure that the answer is no. Yeah, but the fact that it's still loading tells me everything about that. Yep. So, all I can do is connect to return to the game library on my Xbox One, and just be sad and cry because this game's not online anymore. Oh, I loved 1943. I always had a blast playing it, and it was always one of my most viewed videos on the channel was anytime I played 1943. And I can't anymore. So it sucks. It really does. There is a Battlefield modding Discord server that I'm going to leave a link to in the description. It's people who are pretty... They're pretty well versed when it comes to modding old Battlefield games and even bringing some of them back online. So maybe, you know, if you're an expert on restoring online multiplayer access to old games where the servers are shut down, maybe you want to join that server and check it out and see if you can contribute and maybe make it a little bit faster, the process of getting this game back. So yeah, it sucks. If this game got a PC version, we definitely would be still playing this game to this day, kind of like Battlefield Bad Company 2, where you have a PC version, so you actually can play it still, but Bad Company 1 also didn't get a PC release, so that's also not playable online anymore as of yet. But at least with Bad Company 1, I can do some single-player stuff, which I'm probably going to do and record content for on the Let's Play channel and then make a video about it on this channel. So yeah, it sucks. It's unfortunate, but that's the current state of Battlefield 1943. TLDR, you can't play it anymore, which is shitty, but it is what it is.